Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a new anti-haul video. I post my anti-haul videos about once a month or so where I talk about makeup that I will not be purchasing. This anti-haul is going to be a little bit different from the typical anti-hauls that I do because this is going to be my Sephora VIB Sale edition. I did this during the last Sephora VIB Sale and it seemed to go over pretty well. Basically, I'm just going to be talking about all products that can be found at Sephora that I am not going to be purchasing during the VIB sale, which is happening right now. If you haven't seen my recommendations and wishlist video, I'll have that linked down below. VIB sale is going on right now, which means I've been binge watching a lot of other people's recommendations and wishlist videos. And in this anti-haul, I'm talking about basically just what I'm not going to buy during the sale. Either things that maybe I had my eye on and I changed my mind about, things that I just know I'm not going to buy, things that I've been hearing other people recommend or say that they want to pick up that I know I'm not going to pick up. So that is what today's anti-haul video is going to be like. I do also post a Will I Buy It every single week. It's kind of a spin-off from the anti-haul. The anti-hauls were started by Kimberly Clark and I thought it was such a terrific idea. Her videos are really fantastic. I will have her channel linked down below. So I created my own kind of spin-off from that called the Will I Buy It series that I post every Wednesday. Again, talking about new makeup releases and discussing if I'm going to buy it and why or why not. So kind of along the same lines, but I wanted to put my own twist on it and to be able to talk about makeup that I do want to buy and why I want to buy it, that sort of thing. So my playlist for the Will I Buy It series will also be linked down below. Other than the Will I Buy It, I do also post on Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays. So I do post 4 times a week. So I hope that you will hit the subscribe button to become a part of the fam. But with anti-hauls, I know I have a lot to talk about, so why don't we go ahead and get started. First thing that I put on there that I was considering myself and I decided against it, but I have seen a couple people talk about them and I've heard good things. The Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I still have yet to try anything from Cover FX and I hear really good things about them. They came out with these illuminating setting sprays. I believe they are more of a newer product. It says it's a quick drying setting spray that sets makeup for all day wear and it gives you instant illumination. It's $31, which I mean is, you know, more pricey for a setting spray. But I decided not to purchase it mostly because I just went ham on setting sprays, makeup mists. I have a lot. It's like a serious problem. I used to not be really into them and not really understand them, and then something flipped and I am all about them. I use them every single day. I love them as a primer, setting sprays, makeup sprays to give a bit of hydration to the face. I mean, I'm just obsessed with them. So I just have way too many. That's why I'm not buying it. So I'm passing over these setting sprays from Cover FX, but I've been hearing good things about them, but they're not going to be for me. A couple of other setting sprays and makeup mists. Urban Decay has recently come out with a lot. They have Quick Fix, Hydro Charge, Complexion Prep Priming Spray for $31, the Meltdown Makeup Remover Dissolving Spray, which is $26, their All-Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray, which I believe has been like either revamped or just repackaged. I'm really not 100% on that. I've never tried it. Hear good things about it. I hear it's like a cult favorite. I've never tried it myself. That's $31. They have a Chill Cooling and Hydrating Makeup Setting Spray for $31. Like, they recently just came out with a whole bunch. And again, the only reason I'm not doing it is because I just bought so many. It's a serious problem. I'm like drowning in makeup mist right now. So I'm going to skip over them. But like I said, I've never even tried the All-Nighter Setting Spray, even though I hear amazing things about it. I've never done it. I've never even tried like a little guy of it. Nothing at all. So it's not going to be for me. I'm going to go ahead and pass over these even at 15% off during the sale. So another really big thing that gets mentioned a lot in the Sephora VIB videos is buying like luxury brands because you're getting a percentage off. I think that's a fantastic idea. You know I mentioned in my video, I had some higher end, mostly skincare stuff in my video because Sephora doesn't typically do any sort of sale. So even though 15% really doesn't seem that great, which it's not, and I've said it in my past video, it's really not that great, but Sephora doesn't do other sales like this and they only do the VIB sale twice a year. So if you want to try out things that are more expensive, luxury, or just to a higher price point than you're used to, I say definitely buy it during the sale because otherwise you're not going to have a chance to buy it at a discount. So even though the discount isn't super steep, at least it's, you know, something. So I've been seeing people in a lot of their videos talking about the luxury brands that they want to buy from. And one thing that I saw get mentioned is from Christian Louboutin. Oh my. So a couple things as I was looking through the brand and like seeing what they had available, it has never even crossed my mind to buy Christian Louboutin makeup. it hasn't even filtered in here. Like, maybe you could get something, because my brain and my wallet are linked on this, and they're like, no girl, you are not. But I found they had lash amplifying lacquer mascara, which is $70. $70 for a mascara, and I like high-end mascaras. So when I was going through the brand, that was one thing that kind of stuck out to me, because I even said I was buying a YSL mascara. That I mentioned in my VIB video, that I said I wanted to buy this YSL mascara. I like higher end mascaras. A lot of times I find that they are worth it, but $70 for a mascara? No. This girl ain't doing that. If you want to do that, you go ahead. This girl, I cannot. But they also have a luminous ink liner, so an eyeliner. It looks cool, don't get me wrong. I'll be inserting photos in here. The eyeliner looks cool and very intriguing. It's $75 for an eyeliner. I put some Rimmel liner on my waterline today. It's like the nude color in here. It was $1.99, and I love it. I think it's a great eyeliner. Like, $75 for eyeliner. No, I'm not going to be able to do any Christian Louboutin, even during the VIB sale, and even getting that 15% off. I personally just would not be able to do it. So I would love to know though, do you have your eye on any sort of luxury brands and you think like now's the time during the VIB sale, now is the time that you're finally going to get it? I would love to know what you guys want to pick up, because I'm so fascinated. Like I said, I've been binge watching these videos. I'm fascinated on what people are like, yes, give me 15% off, and I am hitting checkout. I love it. I think it's super interesting. I was really interested in foundations. I mentioned quite a few foundations in my VIB video. I've been really wanting to expand my foundation collection, especially when it comes to high-end. I feel like I have mostly drugstore. I know that I have mostly drugstore foundations. I really wanted to get some other brands going, test out a couple different foundations, a couple different types of foundations. So that's what I was really interested in. One that I really thought about getting that I decided to pass on was the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. I kind of heard mixed things on this one, and I feel like I heard mixed things on the concealer too, but the foundation I feel like was pretty mixed, but maybe almost more on like the not so great side. So I decided to pass over it. It was going to be $30. I decided it wasn't for me. There was a couple other ones that I was more interested in, so I'm not going to do the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. Another one that I really had thought about was the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, which is $39.50. I hear so many people talk about the double wear, and I mean, even still, like, I feel like I've been hearing about the double wear just for years. Before I started a YouTube channel and I was just watching people continually talk about this foundation, and I really thought about it. I haven't tried any Estee Lauder foundation, but I decided against it. Again, there was just a couple other foundations that I thought I wanted to try a little bit more, and I know this one is full coverage, and I was eyeing another full coverage foundation, and I'm not a big full coverage gal, so I don't need a ton of full coverage foundations in my collection. So I'm passing over the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I did decide to pass over the Stila liquid eyeshadows. I've been having such a back and forth battle with these, but I mentioned them in my VIB video and said like maybe I would consider it because I was thinking about it. I was gonna hold off for the sale, but then by the time the sale came around, I just feel like I've been hearing such mixed reviews that I put it on my loves list, but I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, and I think I decided against it. I still got a lot more comments on that video about the Stila glitters and about the fallout. You know, there was plenty of comments saying that people loved them and they thought they were fantastic, but there was still a lot of those not so great comments. And the biggest thing that I tried to remind myself is how often would I really reach for these, and I don't think that answer would be a lot. I just don't do the glittery makeup looks very often. I have one eyeshadow on my eye right now and just liner. I just don't do those type of looks super often. I have an Urban Decay glitter that I absolutely love, and I think I've used it 2 times. I mean, it's probably not going to be worth it. It's $24, and even at the 15% off, that's still pretty pricey for eyeshadow, you know, technically. So I decided I'm going to pass over the Stila glitters. There's really not too many other eyeshadow palettes that you know, I felt like I was going to pass over, of course, the Too Faced Natural Love eyeshadow palette. I know I heard a lot of people mention that maybe they'd pick it up. I've heard terrible reviews on this. I said in a will I buy it, I wasn't going to buy it. I'm not going to. The Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, again, I've seen a couple people mention in videos that this was the time that they were going to pick it up because it's a $65 eyeshadow palette. And I think I've talked about this in the past too. It just doesn't do enough for me. I know that you have to apply a lot of shades with your fingers. I don't like that. It's not enough for me right now. Even at the 15% off, I think it'd be too expensive and it just is not pulling me enough. Other than that, eyeshadow palette wise, the only other one I could think of that I'm definitely not buying that I've seen other people talking a lot about is the Natasha and Denona eyeshadow palettes because they are super expensive. Her Star eyeshadow palette is $169, and then she's got another eyeshadow palette that are $239. I know people are like, this is the time to buy them because, you know, you can get that discounted price. That is great, and that is fantastic that you're getting it, and I'm super excited for you guys because I hear fantastic things about these eyeshadow palettes, but that's still too much money for me to spend on an eyeshadow palette. So I think this is going to be another year that I pass over the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. They're just a tad too expensive for me. I saw someone mention the SK2, the facial treatment essence. I think Desi Perkins has talked about this brand a lot and used this brand pretty frequently. I know at least I have seen her talking about it. And I saw someone mention it in a wish list video. It's $179. And I'm like, there was a lot of skincare that I really thought about splurging on during the sale. And if you watch my wish list video, you know, I talk about a lot of more expensive skincare. It says this is a refreshing essence that moisturizes the skin and supports skin cell renewal. And I'm like, I don't even know, I'm gonna need a little bit more than that for $179. Like, what exactly are you doing for my skin and why should I spend that much money on you? I'm gonna go ahead and pass over it. I don't think I need this at this time. And there was a couple of sets that I thought were a little bit more interesting with skincare that I had my eye on a little bit more. So I'm gonna pass over SK2 for right now. But has anybody else tried it? And how good did you think it was? I've heard a little bit about the new Sephora Collection Contour Blush Palette. It's 6 different shades. It's $28. New from the Sephora Collection. The shades look nice, but I don't need any like blushes or contour powders or anything like that right now. Like, I seriously, after this sale, I'm probably gonna have to go on a no buy. But I've just gotten a lot of contours, bronzers, highlighters, all of that good stuff. I've just gotten a lot of it recently. So even though I don't think $28 is a bad price for 6 shades, I know that I don't need it right now, so I'm gonna pass over that. I've noticed some people talking about the Sephora favorites. I love the Sephora favorites kits. I think they are really good value. Typically always buy the lipstick ones that come out, and I saw some sort of sneak peek about a new nude lipstick one that is coming out, and I am anxiously awaiting that. I cannot wait for it. But I saw someone mention the deluxe perfume sampler. It's $65. $65, I think you get like 10 little samples to try of different perfumes, and they always have really good stuff inside. So Atelier, Cologne, Chloe, Dolce & Gabbana, Elizabeth and James, Gucci, Stella McCartney, you know, all that fun stuff. It's a really good way, you know, definitely to be able to try out the different perfumes. I'm not a big perfume person myself, and I use Scentbird, and I love it. I love getting like the little guys. So for me, the perfume one doesn't call out to me really at all. And the other favorites one is the Chic It Easy, and I think people are excited because it was $49 and now it's on sale for $25. It says a multi-branded 8-piece beauty sampler set for creating coveted, elegant French looks. And it has 5 deluxe products in there and then 2 full size, which is awesome. Again, Atelier Cologne, the Caudalie Beauty Elixir, I hear good things about that. There's some dry shampoo, Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, a Makeup Forever eye pencil, a NARS lipstick, and a YSL Touche Clot in Luminous Ivory. Again, the Sephora favorites are just really good values. I always highly recommend them. Unfortunately, and I'm super bummed because at the time of the sale, I was going through all of them, seeing if there was any that I wanted. The only one that spoke to me the most was the Gimme Some Nude Lip, and I own it. I'm just waiting for a new set to come out so I can purchase it again. So I'm not going to get any of the Sephora favorites, which I'm super bummed about. I wish there was one that was a little bit more eye-catching for myself, but none for me, so I'm going to pass over the Sephora favorite collections. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about this one. I think I found the correct one that people are saying. It's from Dyson. So they have a supersonic hair dryer, and I found one that is under the Just Arrival section. It says it's a special edition, and it's $400 for a hair dryer. And I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about these hair dryers, the Dyson hair dryers. I don't know if they're talking about this like limited edition set in particular or just the regular hair dryers, but I know those blow dryers are super expensive, and I actually don't even own a hair dryer. Like I don't use it. I try not to use heat on my hair a lot. Every once in a while you'll see me curl my hair, but I don't do it a ton. I just don't like heat on my hair. I know it's not good for it. My hair is damaged enough. I don't own a blow dryer. The only time I get my hair blow dried is when I'm at my hairdresser getting highlights put in, and then she blow dries my hair. So I definitely don't need this, but I know a lot of people have been talking about it, and I think even my niece mentioned wanting a $400 hair dryer, and I'm like, what does this hair dryer do for you? Like, does it grow your hair and make it healthier and give you highlights all at the same time while it's drying your hair? What? Really, because of my preference, because it's not something that I need in my life and it's not something that I use. That's why it's so difficult for me to fathom spending that type of money on it. But, you know, I guess I get it if you blow dry your hair every single day, and you know, maybe you have really long hair and you need a really good blow dryer to get the job done. I guess maybe then it's justified, but in my mind, I'm like, I cannot do that. I feel like so many people have been talking about it, and more people are even asking me about it, and I'm like, no, girl, no. I'm not getting a $400 blow dryer. I'm not even getting a $300 blow dryer. I'm not even getting a $200 blow dryer. You see where this is going, but no, that's not gonna be for me. Alright guys, so that's going to be everything for my latest anti-haul, my Sephora VIB Sale edition. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different from the other anti-hauls that I do, but like I said, I tried it out during the last Sephora VIB Sale, and I feel like it went over pretty well, so I've been excited to make this type of edition for my anti-haul, so I hope that you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Let me know if you're passing over any of the products that I decided to pass over as well, or what else are you not buying during the VIB sale that maybe you thought about buying, or maybe it seems like everybody else is going to be purchasing during the sale, but it is just not for you. I would love to know, so leave me some feedback down below. I hope that you will give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe before you go, and I'll catch you guys real soon in my next one. Bye!